welcome the first person up to the stage. Put your hands together and clap as loud as you can. So Faye Lane is up here.
Hi. Thank you. Miss Martha had no regrets. She said, "Baby, shooting my husband Jack was the best thing I ever did in my life. 'Cause I went to prison fat and I came back thin." When I was 10 years old, my mother bought a beauty shop in Texas. It was this old A-frame house that had been converted into a beauty salon, and it came fully equipped with a long line of hood dryers and big mirrors and swivel chairs in the front room and shampoo bowls in the old back bedroom. And it also came with something that perplexed me. It came with a lady, and that lady was Miss Martha. Miss Martha had been working at the beauty shop for about 12 years, so when my mama bought it, the owner stipulated that Miss Martha came along as part of the bargain, which was fine with us because we loved Miss Martha on sight. She was the fattest lady I had ever seen, like really big and fat, but strangely beautiful, with these long fluttery eyelashes and bright red lipstick and this big fluffy cotton candy hair. And Miss Martha was always on a diet. She tried the hot dog diet, where you can eat whatever you want as long as what you want is hot dogs. The grapefruit and egg diet, where you can't eat anything you want unless all you want is grapefruits and eggs. She did a diet called the banana diet, where 3 times a day you could have a banana and a glass of milk. 3 times a day for 3 days. She lost weight on all of these diets, but the minute she went off of it, she would gain it right back. And she couldn't stay on them very long, which I totally understood, because, you know, as a fat little child, she was kind of my diet mentor, for better or for worse. She went to a hypnotist who told her, "Martha, whenever you eat anything fattening, you will have terrible diarrhea." Which she did, to my amusement. She took these pills, these little capsules that were supposed to expand in her stomach. They had little sponges in them, little sponge pills, and they would expand in her stomach to make her full. She drank this liquid protein once, like a liquid protein meal replacement that was thick and brown, and it smelled like horses' hooves. And my favorite diet of hers was this candy. It was a box of candies called AIDS. I don't know if you remember those. They were like little Tootsie Roll cubes with a medicinal aftertaste, and I once ate an entire box. I was sick all night. But I think the reason it was so hard for Miss Martha being fat is because when she was younger, she was a beauty queen. When she was 15, she won the Miss Texas Bluebonnet pageant, and she got to ride up in the back of a convertible in a parade, and she was just the belle of the ball. And in fact, the Cotton Bowl was where she met her husband, Jack, who I called Mr. Martha. Mr. Martha was the fanciest looking man I had ever seen. He had this slick, wavy hair and a big sort of porn star mustache. And he wore rings on both hands. She said, "Jack looks just like Burt Reynolds." But to me, he looked like kind of a hungry welcome back Cotter. Which made total sense because he was the drama teacher at Bryan Adams High School, which was the high school that I would eventually end up attending. Which was great for me because I felt like I had an in. Because he was fond of me, and I thought, as soon as I get to high school, I'm going to be a star. And Mr. Martha, whenever he would wait for Miss Martha, he would sit in the front parlor waiting for her to get off work, and I'd hang out and try to butter him up, and I'd say, "Mr. Martha, you're so handsome." And he'd say, "Rhonda Faye, when you get to high school, I'm going to do a production of My Fair Lady, and you shall be my Eliza." Fabulous. He wore a beret, kind of cocked to the side, which I thought was fabulous. Oh, and he once lived in Paris, France, not Texas. In fact, sometimes he would speak French. He'd say, "Hello, Rhonda Faye, comme au tally-vous."